In this video, we are going to start learning C programming language. C is a procedural programming language. That is, a C program is divided into a number of segment or block, which contains a series of instruction or command. And each of these blocks are called procedure or function or method or subroutine. We call any one of these procedure as per our requirement. C was developed by Dennis Ritchie in 1972 at Bell Telephone Laboratories in USA. C was derived from the language known as BCPL. Many of you ask why we need this C programming language. What is the use of C programming language nowadays? But do you know that C programming language was mainly developed as a system programming language to write an operating system or to design a compiler? Many later languages or the modern languages have borrowed syntax and features directly or indirectly from the C language. I think you heard about the Unix operating system. The Unix operating system and virtually all Unix applications are written in C programming language. C has now become a widely used professional language for various reasons. Some of them are it is easy to learn, structured language, it produces efficient programs, it can handle low-level activities, it can compile on variety of computers. Some example of the use of C might be operating system, language compilers, assemblers, text editor, print spooler, network drivers, modern programs, databases, language interpreters, utilities, and many more. Sometimes it is said that C is a God's programming language. You can also say that C is the best for the programming. If you know C programming language, then you can easily grasp the knowledge of other programming language that uses the concept of C. Now let's see what are the text editor used for writing C program. You can use this editor. This is called Turbo C IDE. IDE means Integrated Development Environment. It is a software application that provides comprehensive facilities to computer programmer for software development. An IDE normally consists of at least a source code editor, built automation tools, and a debugger. I will suggest this IDE if you are a beginner. Link to download this IDE is given in the description box. You can also use Developer C++. In short, it is called Dev C++. It is completely graphical user interface. It runs within any Windows platform, easy to handling. You can also use code block also. There are plenty of IDE available. You can download any one of them, but I will write all the codes either in the blue screen Turbo C or in the Developer C++, that is Dev C++. Now let's start writing our first C program. To write program within Turbo C++, that is within the blue screen, first of all, let me open this PC, and within C drive, this is the installation folder Turbo C4, and within this Turbo C4, look, there is a folder named as TC. Let's enter into this TC folder. There is a folder bin. All programs that we are going to write within the editor will be saved within this directory or folder. This folder also contains several system files. That's why our program may be mixed up with this system file. For that, I am creating a folder. Say suppose new, create a new folder. Suppose the folder name is myprog. That is my program. In short, I have written myprog. So whatever the program we are going to write within the editor, that must be saved within this folder myprog. So let's close this window. Now we are going to open Turbo C 4.0 Windows 7. So this is the editor. First of all, we have to go to the File tab, then New to start a new program. So whenever we open this new file, auto-generated code is visible within the screen. You can edit it, you can erase it, or you can use it. And by default, its name is noname00.c. Obviously, during save, we will change the name of this file. By pressing F5, you can enlarge the blue screen to full screen. Press F5 to toggle full screen and half screen. The first line of this program, #include stdio.h, is mandatory for all program. What are the input-output functions or command that are going to use within our program are defined within stdio.h header file. Since it is a header file, so its extension is H. std means standard, IO means input output, and this file should be included in our program so that our program can understand the input-output functions and command. The hash in front of include keyword signifies that this stdio.h is already compiled previously. No need to compile during the compilation of user program. This stdio.h is error-free, already checked, and it is pre-compiled. The next line of the program, hash include conio.h, this is optional. We can delete this line if we want. All the sets of instructions or command must be written within this void main function. This is what we called main function. A function is a block. Look, this second bracket open and the second bracket close. This is what we called a block. This block has a name which is called main. Every function ends with parentheses open and close. From now on, this block is named as main function, and this void is the return type of the main function. At present, this main function is not returning any value to any function or to any other software. That's why I have written void over here. I will explain this line later on, but you have to follow that each and every C program must include this function, and it is mandatory. All programs will start from this main function and ends within this main function only. Suppose I am writing printf. Printf is a function to display some content within the screen. Be very careful, C programming language is case sensitive. Everything we are writing all are in small letter case. I will specify separately if there is a condition where we have to write in capital letter. Now look, within this printf, so this is also a function, this is an inbuilt function, and the function contains parentheses open close, and within this parenthesis, suppose I am writing hello Tim, and that must be enclosed within double quotes. And at last, every line within the C program must be ended up with a semicolon. But look, there will be no semicolon after include statement, main function, or after any braces. This second bracket open close are also called braces. So all the lines which are written within the main function must be ended up with a semicolon. Obviously, there are some exceptions. Now, to save the file, we can go to File tab, then Save, or you can press F2 also. So if I click on Save, so it is asking for a file name. Look at the file name. By default, the file is stored within C, TC, bin, and the file name. Since we have created this myproc folder, so let's open this myproc folder by double clicking on it, and then click on this path name. Do not erase everything, just erase the file name only. This time I am writing first as the file name, and since this is a C program, so the extension will be .c. After that, press OK. At the top of the editor, no name 00.c has been changed with myproc/first.c. So this first.c is the file name, C is the extension of this file name, and it is stored within the myproc folder. This myprog folder is residing within the bin folder of installation directory. Now to run the program, go to the Run tab. You can press Ctrl F9 or simply click on this Run. Now if it encounters any error, it will be displayed at the bottom of the screen. Since there are no errors, that's why the program executed successfully. It has already generated an output. After displaying the output, again the control return back to the editor. So how to see the output? For that, from your keyboard, you have to press Alt plus F5. If you press Alt plus F5, you can see the output, hello Tim. Now press any key from the keyboard to return back to the editor. Now this time I am changing the name Tim with, say, Amy. Hello Amy. Now again I am pressing Ctrl F9 from the keyboard. This time also it has generated an output, again return back to the editor. For that we required Alt F5 to see the output. Look at the output. It is also showing the previous output and the present outputs, and both the output are mixed up, and the visualization is not so good. That's mean every time you run the program, it will display the previous output along with the present output. For that, we need to clear the screen before displaying the present output. For that, we require include conio.h, this header file, and this header file contains a function named as clrscr. This clrscr function clear the whole screen before displaying the new output or the following outputs. Since there is a change in the program, so again we have to save the file by pressing F2 or by clicking on the file tab, then save. Again I am pressing Ctrl F9 to run the program. It is showing date time of disk file has changed, reload from disk. Yes, click on yes. Then to see the output, press Alt F5. Look, only hello Amy is displaying in the screen. So when you use this editor, I will suggest write conio.h and the clear SCS function every time. Now look, after compiling the program by pressing Ctrl F9, we require Alt F5 to see the output. To hold the output screen, you can use a trick. You can use getch function. This getch is a character input function. You can use it here to hold the output screen. Now save the file and Ctrl F9 to run the program again. Now this time we do not require Alt F5 to view the output screen. Since I have written getch at the end of the main code, the program is waiting for accepting a character, and that's why it is holding the output screen and nothing else. Now press any key from the keyboard to return back to the editor. So whenever we write program within this Turbo C blue screen editor, I will suggest all of you to write the conio.h clear share screen, and at the end of the main program we always write getch function to avoid Alt F5 combinations of key for the output. Suppose you have did some error. Suppose I am not giving this semicolon over here. Now look what happened. If I press Ctrl F9, it will show errors. Press any key to view the error. So it is showing statement missing semicolon, and here it is showing a horizontal marking, and you must see the line before this horizontal marking, not this line. The line above this marking has some error, so just put a semicolon over there and the error will be removed. To come out from this editor, go to the file, then quit, or you can use this alt text combination of key. It is showing a warning, first.c not saved, yes, and it will come out from the editor. Let me show you how to write program in dev C++. So here is the dev C++. Let's start the editor. Here is your dev C++ or developer C++ editor. The concept is same. To write a new program, go to file, new. Here is the source file. Click on the source file and a white area will be opened where we are going to write our program. By default nothing is there, so we have to write like this, hash include stdio.h. Here we don't require any conio.h, just simply write down void main, and within this void main function I am writing this printf function hello Jim. We don't require getch in this editor. Save the file, so it will open a browser, this PC, then this is the C folder. You can save it anywhere within your hard disks. Let's go to the existing folder that I have created within Turbo C4 TC bin mypro. Let the name of the file be scconb second, and since this is a C file, so from the save as type we have to choose C source file. Look, C source file, then save. In this editor, to run the program we need to press F11, or you can simply go to execute then run, or there is another button, compile and run. I will suggest you to press this button, compile and run, or you can press F11 also. As we press F11, a separate window will be displayed for the output. Look, here it is showing hello Jim. It takes 0.2204 seconds to generate the output. You don't have to bother about the message written under this dotted line. Above the dotted line is your output. Here, for every execution, it is generating a new window for the output. So you do not require any conio.h, clear scr, or the getch function to hold the output screen. You can place the output screen just parallelly with the source code. But in the blue screen, you cannot do this operation. Press any key or just click on this cross button to close the output window. If there is some error over here, so the error will be displayed, error message will be displayed within the compile log window. Suppose I am deleting this semicolon. Look what happened. Save, then press F11. Look, it is showing expected semicolon. Since the horizontal marking over here, so look at the line above it. So here is the problem. Just write down semicolon, save, press 11. Now it's error free. Apart from these two editors, you can use any other editor like Borland, CodeBlocks, Quincy, anything you want. For that, access internet and download any one of them and start writing C program. Thank you.